Hi, my name is Poorman, and I'm currently a senior at Smithville High School, and I want to share with you my story. When I grew up, I wasn't necessarily involved in a Christian home. I mean, I went to church, but it was just kind of like an every Sunday routine. I just would wake up, go to church, and come back and act like nothing really ever happened. I'd pretty much forget about it. I knew about Jesus at an early age, but I didn't really know what all he was about. I knew he was good, but I just didn't know how good or what he was doing in my life. I didn't know any details about it. High school, my first 2 years started out pretty well. I was the average high school kid. I was getting by, getting decent grades, playing sports. About a semester and 9 weeks in my junior year, I started hanging out with a different group of friends than I had my whole life. This group, I felt like I was accepted just as well I was in my old group. But there was a little something more, a little more thrill to these guys. I started getting into the party scene. Not only parties, I continued to live selfishly for my own life. It was just myself. I didn't even think about anybody else. I was so low and so broken at that point. At the time, I felt so great, so cool, like I was doing the right thing. Like I would look around at the friends I was hanging out with, and they were so happy and so carefree and so chill. And I was going through a lot my junior year at home, and I just kind of felt like I needed to be there. The last party I went to, it was a normal night. It started out normal. Something just kind of hit me. I came to a realization. I basically looked across the room and saw everything that was going on and everything that made up my wonderful night. And I just knew that's not how I should be living life. I came to realize how wrong and sinful I've been. And it really hurt, and it really stuck with me. That night changed my life forever. Prior to that, at my start of my senior year, I met some very good friends of mine. They were all Christ followers, very influential. And one of the names that just automatically pops in my head is one of my best friends, Tyler Trogdon. He's lived down the street for all my life. He helped lead me to Christ. It was the weekend after Kalahari. We were lifting together after school, and it was unusually in the 50s that day. So we decided to go for a jog to the park and swing. Little did I know that one swing session would further on change my life, because that's when he told me about Kalahari and how he got saved. And I could see the changes in his life, how much God had already affected him in just a couple days. And I admired it right away, how peaceful and enthusiastic and just happy he was. And after that day, that pretty much influenced me enough to start coming to Grace. He talked to me a lot about it that day, and many other of my friends I met that year. All of them go to Grace, and they were a heavy influence on why I came here, and I'm really, really thankful and blessed they did. It was actually the weekend after me and Tyler talked about him accepting Jesus in his heart at Kalahari. And when I first walked in the doors, I instantly noticed how this welcoming and loving everyone seemed towards each other. And I was really drawn to that because, like I said, church was just kind of like a thing everyone did every Sunday morning. It really had no meaning to it. But when I came to Grace, I knew it had meaning. It fit me personally to where I felt I knew I could grow. I continued to go Sunday after Sunday after Sunday with my friends. I felt an overall start of a change. I was a lot more happy and at peace with my life. I was more positive, and I had more self-confidence than I've ever had before. I was a lot more at peace, and I actually finally knew who Jesus was and why he was sent down here to rescue us. I started learning a lot more about God than I've ever known. And thanks to him, I can say that a few months ago, I was led to accept Jesus into my heart and make God the leader of my life. And at that moment, I'd say it really did all make sense. At that moment, I realized why God sent his only son, Jesus, to die on the cross for our sins. He sent his son to die on the cross for people like me, for like all of us sinners. We're all sinners. Even when I wasn't with God in my past, that He was always with me no matter what party, no matter what event, He was always with me, and I realized that. If I could wish for one thing for what my testimony can do, I just want people to know that no matter how low you think you are, or how bad or how broken or how just distant you think you are, that all you have to do is make one decision to accept Jesus in your heart, and that can change instantly. And I want to be living proof that that's true.